This past month is one I decided to document with intent, to show myself the joys, realities, and that everything that quickly came just as quickly went. By filming so much, I was more aware of how I spend my days, because it allowed me to rewatch them in introspective, thought-provoking ways. I think I could have chosen a better time to complete this experiment than the month of examinations, but one's life moves swiftly past them. Boring days are the foundations. What matters is a big question, one I won't get into now. But all I can confirm with certainty is that time misspent is something you cannot allow. Your life is how you spend your days. How you spend your days becomes your life. Regardless of whether or not you see more laughter than tears, have more goals or fears, or engage in more love than strife. The clock waits for no one. You don't know when it will stop completely for you. So by waiting for big moments to find purpose is to act like life waits too. One must find meaning in simplicity to give their life a meaning. In the pesto pasta you eat, the walks you take each evening, or even in that simple, stupid Sunday afternoon cleaning. If you don't pause to breathe, appreciate, and look around every now and then, you will miss what could have been, because you don't get today again.
Taste.
Our lives have as much value as we believe they do. How do you spend your time? Are you working for something better, something bigger? Are you loving? Are you true? So these are a compilation of my memories during my mellow May assessments. For extra motivation, I've had to remind myself that studying is just a type of personal investment. Whilst I let these clips roll, I thought I'd share some other thoughts I've had this month. With walking as a main form of transport, there is a lot of time to ponder. I wake, I wait, I watch, I walk, I whisper, want, and wonder. With moving out and living alone comes a newfound form of independency, but not just grocery shopping, cooking, and exercising unlimited freedom, although we do create this tendency. It is the introduction to a life in which you need to be your own primary source of contentment. You need to wake yourself up, get yourself going, eat good foods, be in a good mood, and pitch up prepared to your assessments. You determine how your day transpires. Alone, you do what you must: cook, clean, adapt, learn, change light bulbs, or occasionally tires. You are no longer surrounded by complete familiarity. But in moments of loneliness, you can confidently find solidarity. Because everyone around you is in the exact same boat. Maybe confused, maybe tired, or maybe just apart from those they love most. I think life becomes a whole lot easier and much more enjoyable when you stop craving company. Finding comfort in myself is something I have always managed to do, luckily. You will always be the only person you can undoubtedly forever count on. If you are not friends with her, comfortable with her, and content with her, I mean seriously now, come on. I love being by myself, and I think there are many reasons why. Probably because nobody here understands me quite as well as I do. Nobody truly knows my most desperate desires, deepest worries, nor what makes me cry. I am very far apart from those who know me best, which is hard some of the time, but I try to remind myself that to even have such love in my life, I am incredibly blessed. It's hard to fill the void of those who mean the most, but you need to give yourself solitary purpose whilst still keeping them close. Spend quality time with yourself and think about who you want to be. What can you do to become that person? And in her, what do you see? Envision the best version of yourself. How does she show up each day? Does she work out, eat healthily, have fun, keep conflict away? Is she a loyal friend, and what does that entail? Does she think positively, set her goals, and try again with a different approach, but still grit when she fails? As I look back in what I've journaled this month, I've extracted some advice I have given to myself indirectly. This is to share, to help, and to remind myself that going back and making use of such self-guidance is how my journal can be used correctly. Firstly, write and reflect. Be driven from your core by what it is you desire, the things that keep you going, and what exactly you strive for. Do things by yourself and learn to enjoy it. Do not be reliant on a person by your side, especially when it's just for the sake of it, because you want somebody to temporarily walk beside, and not because it's someone in which you can honestly, truthfully, utterly, and completely confide. Often, in a normal uni week, I find I'm actually at the most peace when I am with my thoughts, calm, thinking, and alone. Slowly, gradually attempting to make somewhere new, somewhere far, and somewhere foreign feel like home. With thoughts to myself, my busy thinking mind, I quietly achieve small daily objectives, each day creating new private personal incentives. Recently, I've started coming up with a list of favorite things I like to do when I'm on my own, because it defeats the point entirely if you're by yourself but still scrolling aimlessly on your phone. Watching what people are doing, eating, or where they are not examples of a meaningful connection. Liking, commenting, stalking, replying are by no means examples of real affection. So instead of excessive consumption of irresistible brain rot, here are a few things you can do for some internal peace, or even a lot. I like to write, paint, exercise my creativity, take some gym classes to try and exercise differently, like boxing, cycling, Pilates, or swimming, depending on the day. Why don't you try writing letters for people, going on solo dates, to coffee shops, or a stroll to see the sunset from your accommodation gates? Walking, thinking, making outfits, cooking your favorite meals, finding new music, watching good movies, or just doing anything that appeals. Another thought that lingered in my mind over these past few weeks is that sincere self-certainty stems from satisfying solitude. A polite disregard of unnecessary criticism or a lack of care for how you are externally viewed. There's often a lot of emphasis around finding someone to love, making friends, or searching for connection. And whilst I don't undermine the importance of such, one can't rely on others for validation. If you don't know yourself, how can you ever let anyone in? The first step, before all else, is feeling confident in your own skin. Be sure of your opinions. Don't be easily swayed. When you disagree with those around you, speak up and do not be afraid. An unpopular opinion is not always wrong. Character is always tested. You know who you are, so even when it's difficult, hold on. Don't hang around with people who don't make you feel your best, who compromise what you believe truth to be, who put your morals to the test. If you are spending hours with people for the sake of it, I think you are wasting your time. Don't pour your energy into places that don't deserve it. Be alone. I promise you'll be fine. As soon as you rely on yourself to live intently each day, bettering yourself, improving physically, mentally, emotionally, in all sorts of ways, Those are just a few of the opinions I've formed in solitude throughout this year. Though I'm grateful to have good friends and know good people, aloneness is not at all something I fear. With a strong distinction between aloneness and loneliness, one finds them to be mutually exclusive. If you want to grow as a person but surround yourself with people bringing you down, I'd hardly say that is at all conducive. I hope you find comfort in your solitude, befriending yourself as you go, creating purpose as you see it, because you have yourself and you have the present, and that's the only thing we can certainly know. Coconut coffee.
Out of 10?
Yes.
I'd say it was
Vietnam with the coconut coffee.
and coconut stuff. So,
What did you do, Kari?
I got marinade in my hair. We've got names for everything.
Which one am I?
Our first Greek thing is called opa.
Hold on, which is my seat?
Good.
Well, I'm your
It
partner.
is lemon.
I thought that was you, Dad.
This is lemon water.
Opa.
Guys, fish is this.
Oh,
It's a
look at
Greek
that.
salad.
That's excellent. Look at that.
Got like
I
things.
love the way you've labeled things in
Look at that.
Greek. Cover.
Okay, what's your name in Greek, Mom?
Love.
Your Pavo G in the house, y'all.
Mine's
Check.
Mine's copper.
Mine's yeah.
That's mine.
But what happened?
This one, Mom.
Can we, are we allowed to smash plates on the floor? Because it's a Greek tradition.
One.
Stone roundabout.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Oh, what the? Porto colada.
Okay. It's either a shot or a sip.
Okay, well, it's
Okay. This is our.
it's myself.
Wait, did you say?
Thanks, Austin. He's a pro.
Our chicken.
Ooh. Well done.
What's that?
Ooh, that I like that.
Sesame seed honey for our pita bread.
Good.
Wait, I actually have labels for them.
Katie. So flabbergasted.
What's
Oh
that?
my gosh.
It's like nicotine patches. Some have chocolate chips, and almonds some have neither.